Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to come on and share something I was thinking about earlier, um, and I don't know, it's kind of like one of those duh things, but also not duh, because if it was, more people would be doing it. So I was just thinking about how people will make investments with their finances, investing in their life for their future, and will they people understand the concept of investment when it comes to financial things. But when it comes to investing in your own health, whether that's physical or mental or spiritually or your friendships, it's like we drop the ball on that. And I feel like that's a huge thing in motherhood. Once you become a mom, it feels like we stop investing in our physical health, and we just have this mindset that um when kids get a little older, or when um in the next season I will start working out, or I'll be able to leave and go to the gym, or you might even envision yourself in 10 years like hiking with your husband or going on trips that require like physical activity. But in the meantime, we're not necessarily making the investments into our physical health to be able to do those things in the next season of our life. And so just remembering and having the mindset that the season we're in right now is not our forever season. In fact, seasons go slow and fast at the same time. But we understand when it comes to finances that we have to make investments or save if we want the next season of our life to look different. If we're saving for a home, or maybe we're saving for retirement, or whatever it is, but our kids' graduation or them getting married or something like that. But when it comes to our physical health, we're not necessarily thinking of it like that. And I just have this vision of a jar, and maybe people could actually do this. Maybe I could do this. I don't know. I haven't yet. But a jar and then some marbles. And every time you do something for your physical health, it's like you're dropping that marble into the jar, and you're just putting one more thing into your physical health that's going to help you in the next season. So kind of the way I'm thinking about it is like, you really don't know what the next season of your life is going to hold. Of course, you can plan and you can think that you know what the next season of your life is going to hold, but you really don't know. But you're never going to regret having put in time and intention into your physical health for the next season. Whether that next season looks like, yes, you and your husband retired together and able to go out and travel and do that, you're going to be really glad that you stayed physically healthy so that you can do those things. Or if the next season looks like you caretaking for a family member that you were unexpectedly going to be taken care of, you're still going to be really happy that you invested in your physical health to be able to take care of that person. And so, anyways, if we stop getting out of the mindset of just wait until the next season or the future to to take care of ourselves, then we're gonna be lacking, because we're gonna find ourselves in the next season completely um, unhealthy and regretting that we didn't make those small investments through the hard years of raising kids, or whatever season you're in. If you're in a season of singlehood and you're not married, or even if you are married and you just don't have children yet, but not realizing that this season making those physical investments is going to help you when you're pregnant and help you when you're a new mom and you want to stay physically active for your mental health. But if you haven't been in the rhythm of doing that, it's going to be really hard to start those rhythms and those habits if you haven't been doing them now when you have more time. And so, anyways, thinking about that, but then also thinking about how little we invest into friendships, especially like I said, when new motherhood or new married or just any like new season of your life, it takes a lot of intention to maintain good, healthy relationships and friendships. And I just see so many moms, myself included, for a long time, like you get into motherhood and your whole life revolves around them, and you really don't make the time, or are intentional about spending time with your friends or keeping connected with them. But then when your kids get older and they're like teenagers and you're looking around like, I don't have any of my own friends, that can be really dangerous because then your kids feel the pressure that you have revolved your whole life around them, but they want their own friends and they want their own life. Um, and so it's for their benefit that you maintain good, healthy relationships and friendships so that when they do leave the nest, you're not depending on them to be your whole world. And of course we know that with marriage too, like if you don't invest in your marriage while you're raising kids, then that's why the divorce rate goes way up um, when kids graduate, because the spouse, they're looking at each other like, we don't know each other, we don't spend time together, and we have not been intentional these years of raising our children. And so anyways, we understand this concept in some areas of our life, but I feel like when it comes to investing in our physical health and our spiritual health and in our friendships, we really drop the ball. And so anyways, just thinking about that every day, no matter what it is, it's just drinking enough water today. That's another marble in the jar of taking care of yourself. Going for a walk, even if it's 10 minutes, that's just another small investment. It's like if you're saving money and you want to save $10 every month, it's small, but it's going to add up. And so thinking about that with our physical, obviously you need more than 10 minutes a month with physical, like 10 minutes a day at least. But even like, okay, I'm going to aim to eat 2 vegetables today. It's just those small investments in your physical health, and they really do add up. And in the next season, if you do end up having more time and your life looks a little different, you're just going to keep building on the investments you've already made. And so anyways, I was just thinking about that today, and I was like, man, I think I want to get a jar with some marbles, and just every time that I make a good investment into any of those areas I was talking about, just putting that so I can physically see it. But anyways, I think that we will really appreciate our future self will appreciate our present self making the small investments, calling that friend, texting that friend, carving out time to go and have coffee with your cousin that you haven't hung out with in a while, or your friend from high school, or a new friend that you met at church. Like carving out that time, because their kids are going to grow up and your kids are going to grow up. And wouldn't it be nice to just be surrounded by people that you've maintained good and healthy friendships with, and get to do life with, and get to enjoy that season of our life with? So anyways, yeah, that's all I was thinking about. So I hope that we're all just making investments into our life now that are just going to help us in our future self, no matter what comes, no matter what the next season comes. We, like I said, we might think we know, but we have no idea. But we're never, ever, nobody regrets that they saved money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds silly. Nobody's ever like, man, I just wish I wouldn't have saved this much money. No. And we're not ever going to look back and be like, man, I just wish that I wouldn't have like been such an intentional friend. You know, you're not going to say that. You're not going to say, man, I wish I wouldn't have just went for all those walks and like not have this like good health in my 40s and 50s. Like, absolutely not. So anyways, make those investments, whether, even if they're small and you don't see a difference. Like I think we're so goal oriented. Like, I only want to go for a walk every day if I'm going to see myself lose weight. But it's not about that. It's literally just making an investment into your body, caring for yourself. And you know what? In the next season, you might end up dropping that weight, and that's fine. But you're just making those investments. So anyways, kind of rambling, but that's just what was on my mind. So anyways, I hope you have a good day and join me next time.